Imagine a world where intelligent beings walked the Earth millions of years before humans ever existed. Ancient creatures that built societies, shaped their environment, and then vanished without a trace. Today, we reveal shocking evidence that suggests we may not be the first advanced civilization on Earth. The Silurian Hypothesis. In 2018, scientists from NASA and the University of Rochester proposed something extraordinary. They asked a question that seemed impossible at first. Could an industrial civilization have existed on Earth before humans, perhaps millions of years ago? And would we even be able to detect it today? The researchers named this idea the Silurian Hypothesis, inspired by fictional intelligent reptiles from a television series. But their scientific investigation was serious and methodical. They examined what traces a civilization might leave behind after millions of years of geological processes erased most physical evidence. The study revealed something startling. Humans have only existed for around 300,000 years, and our industrial civilization spans merely 300 years. Yet complex life on Earth has thrived for at least 400 million years. During this vast expanse of time, another intelligent species could have risen, built cities, developed technology, and vanished completely. The problem with finding direct evidence is enormous. Fossils are incredibly rare. Buildings crumble to dust within a few million years. The surface of our planet constantly recycles through tectonic activity. Ocean floors, where much sediment settles, completely renew every 105 million miles. After such time spans, statues, roads, and structures would be completely gone. Chemical fingerprints in ancient rocks. Scientists realized they needed to look for indirect evidence instead. Chemical signatures in rock layers could reveal industrial activity from the distant past. An advanced civilization would have dumped carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, just like modern humans do. This would leave traces in the carbon and oxygen isotope ratios preserved in ancient sediments. Researchers also identified other potential markers. Artificial fertilizers would create anomalies in sediment chemistry. Plastics buried deep underground or on the ocean floor could survive for millions of years. Nuclear waste residues would be particularly telling, as certain isotopes simply do not occur naturally outside supernovae. The investigation focused on examining geological layers from 2.5 million to 250 million years ago. This period predates not just modern humans, but our entire species. Finding technological traces from this era would prove an ancient civilization once flourished on Earth.
Before we go on, like this video, smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell right now.
The mystery of Oklo. In 1972, French scientists made a discovery in Gabon that seemed impossible. They found uranium ore with unusual isotope concentrations at a site near Oklo. The uranium-235 levels were significantly depleted, measuring only 0.44% instead of the normal 0.72%. Further investigation revealed something even more remarkable. The isotope ratios of fission products like neodymium and ruthenium showed clear anomalies. These patterns matched exactly what happens inside a nuclear reactor. Scientists concluded that natural nuclear fission reactions had occurred at this location approximately 2 billion years ago. The Oklo site represents the only known natural nuclear reactor on Earth. Water acted as a moderator, and the higher concentration of uranium-235 at that time in Earth's history made the reaction possible. Today, natural uranium contains too little uranium-235 for such reactions to occur without heavy water or graphite. While scientists explain Oklo as a natural phenomenon, it demonstrates how nuclear processes can leave distinctive signatures in the geological record. These signatures remain detectable across billions of years, proving that evidence of advanced technology could theoretically survive similar time spans. Ancient climate chaos. The Paleocene-Eocene thermal maximum presents another intriguing mystery. This event occurred approximately 56 million years ago and represents one of the most dramatic climate changes in Earth's history. Global temperatures suddenly increased by 9 to 14 degrees Fahrenheit within just a few thousand years. Scientists studying this period found rapid spikes in carbon dioxide levels and dramatic shifts in ocean chemistry. The Arctic Ocean reached temperatures of 73 degrees Fahrenheit, comparable to modern subtropical seas. This extreme warming lasted roughly 200,000 years before temperatures gradually returned to normal. Researchers investigating the Silurian hypothesis examined whether this climate event could indicate industrial civilization activity. The carbon isotope ratios showed both increases and decreases over hundreds of thousands of years. This timeline differs significantly from the rapid carbon release modern civilization produces. The chemical signatures ultimately pointed to natural long-term climate change rather than industrial activity. However, this investigation demonstrated how scientists can detect and analyze ancient atmospheric conditions using geological evidence. Similar techniques could theoretically identify civilization signatures if they existed in the rock record. Megalithic mysteries. Ancient stone structures scattered across the globe continue to puzzle researchers. Sites like Göbekli Tepe in Turkey challenge conventional timelines of human development. This complex features massive stone pillars arranged in circles, some weighing up to 55 short tons. Radiocarbon dating places Göbekli Tepe firmly in the pre-Neolithic era, more than 11,000 years ago. Archaeological excavations found no evidence of domesticated plants or animals at the site. The traditional view suggested that complex monuments required settled agricultural societies with food surpluses. Göbekli Tepe turned this timeline completely upside down. The site appears to have served as a ritual center where nomadic groups gathered periodically for ceremonies and feasts. The scale and sophistication of the construction suggests advanced organization and planning capabilities. Some researchers describe it as a cathedral on a hill, built by people who still hunted and gathered for survival. Another remarkable site exists at Gunung Padang in Indonesia. Recent mineralogical analysis using X-ray diffraction examined the columnar rock formations and filler materials. The study revealed that rocks and fillers originated from separate sources, suggesting deliberate construction by ancient builders. These findings challenge conventional views about early human civilizations and their construction capabilities. Cities beneath the waves. The ocean floor conceals remnants of coastal settlements swallowed by rising seas thousands of years ago. Technological advances in underwater archaeology now reveal these lost communities with unprecedented clarity. Pavlopetri, off the coast of Greece, represents one of the oldest submerged towns ever discovered. The site lies beneath approximately 13 feet of water and dates back over 5,000 years. For decades after its initial discovery in 1967, the location remained largely unexplored. Modern expeditions returned to Pavlopetri in 2009 equipped with robotics, sonar mapping, and advanced imaging technology. Teams deployed autonomous robots with GPS and dual cameras to survey the ruins. These devices captured thousands of high-resolution stereoscopic photographs, which were digitally compiled to create accurate representations of the entire site. The underwater town spans approximately 7.4 acres and features 3 main roads connecting about 50 rectangular buildings with open courtyards. Excavations uncovered numerous loom weights, indicating Pavlopetri functioned as a bustling trading center with a thriving textile industry. In Egypt, the submerged city of Thonis Herakleion has yielded massive statues and temple remains. This Nile port city, constructed in the 5th century BCE, apparently sank when the ground beneath became unstable in the 2nd century BCE. Researchers recovered busts of ancient deities and temple structures from the seafloor. These discoveries demonstrate how entire civilizations can vanish beneath the waves. Over geological time spans of millions of years, evidence of such settlements would become even more difficult to detect. Plastic in ancient layers. Scientists recently made an unsettling discovery at archaeological sites in England. Microplastics appeared in soil samples from excavations dating back nearly 2,000 years. The contaminated sites included layers excavated from more than 23 feet below Earth's surface. Researchers initially expected that contemporary samples from 2023 would contain more microplastics than archived samples from the 1980s. Surprisingly, the older archived samples contained similar amounts of plastic contamination. This finding demonstrates how thoroughly microplastics have infiltrated even ancient sediment layers. The presence of plastic in such deep, old layers creates complications for future geological research. Microplastics are now invading ancient rock formations, potentially affecting how scientists use certain materials as age markers. This modern contamination shows how human industrial activity leaves persistent traces in the geological record. The plastic pollution also illustrates a key principle of the Silurian hypothesis. If current civilization collapsed tomorrow, plastic residues would remain detectable in sediment layers for millions of years. Future geologists or alien visitors could identify these synthetic materials as clear evidence of industrial activity. The Younger Dryas debate. Around 12,900 years ago, Earth experienced a sudden return to Ice Age conditions. This cold period, lasting approximately 1,200 years, is called the Younger Dryas. The mainstream explanation attributes this climate shift to changes in ocean circulation caused by glacial meltwater. However, some researchers proposed an alternative explanation in 2007. They suggested that a cosmic impact, or airburst, triggered the rapid cooling. This Younger Dryas impact hypothesis claims the event contributed to megafauna extinctions and the disappearance of the Clovis culture in North America. Proponents point to various geological markers found at sites across multiple continents. These include platinum enrichment, exotic microspherules, nanodiamonds, and shocked quartz. Supporters argue these materials indicate a cosmic impact event. The hypothesis remains highly controversial within the scientific community. Many experts have attempted to replicate the claimed evidence with mixed results. Critics argue that the proposed impact markers can be explained by volcanic activity, wildfires, or other natural terrestrial processes. A comprehensive review in 2023 stated that evidence does not support the basic premise of the hypothesis. The debate continues as new studies emerge, supporting and refuting various aspects of the impact claim. Regardless of the outcome, this controversy demonstrates how difficult it can be to identify and interpret evidence of catastrophic events in the geological record. Moon as a time capsule. Some scientists propose an unexpected location for searching for evidence of ancient civilizations. The Moon's surface might preserve artifacts that Earth's dynamic geology has destroyed. Unlike Earth, the Moon lacks tectonic activity, weather, and the erosion processes that constantly reshape our planet. Any structures or mining operations left on the lunar surface would remain relatively undisturbed for millions or even billions of years. Researchers suggest that advanced civilizations might have visited our solar system at some point during its 4.5 billion-year history. Such visitors could have left tangible evidence of their presence on the Moon. This evidence might include debris, scientific instruments, or even industrial facilities like mining operations. Past mining or quarrying activities could show up in gravimetry or magnetic surveys, even if buried under lunar regolith. With new lunar missions planned by China and India, including robotic explorers and eventually crewed expeditions, opportunities to search for such evidence are expanding. Some researchers have proposed using crowdsourced analysis of lunar images to search for unusual features or structures. The vast quantity of photographs from lunar orbit missions provides enormous data sets that citizen scientists could help examine. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. Thanks for watching.